Hi there folks, and welcome back to my channel, Read with History Teacher. Today I'm going to do a review on a book I just finished, Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng, an adult fictional novel. This story follows two main families, Mrs. Richardson, her husband, and 4 children who have grown up in a planned community located in the suburbs outside of Cleveland, Ohio. The other family, the Warrens, follows the mother, an artist, Mia, and her teenage daughter, Pearl, who have recently moved to town. In the beginning of this book, we deal with a fire at the Richardsons' home. Jumping into chapter 2, we go straight into a backstory a year earlier, which details the lives of both of these families and how they become intertwined. Within the backstory, there are 3 side stories intertwined within the main theme of the book. The first side story is that of Mia's daughter, Pearl. She's a typical teenager, she's in high school, and she's befriended by the Richardson teenagers. She develops a friendship with the 3rd child and youngest son, Moody, who happens to have a crush on her, but she just has platonic feelings. In addition to that developing relationship, we see her relationship with the elder son, Trip. These two, they're very flirtatious with one another. They seek each other out in the hallways at school, and then it develops into a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, one of which does not make Moody happy at all. The second side story, oh my God, is Mrs. Richardson's obsession with trying to figure out, why does Mia have such a bohemian lifestyle? It's so different from hers, she just can't figure it out. And being the true reporter, she's going to dig into all of the facts, take the leads, even traveling out of town to find out exactly what went on in Mia's past. The last major side story deals with a very controversial case going on in Shaker Heights, dealing with the adoption process of a 1-year-old Asian child. A major question within the entire book surrounds parenting or motherhood specifically. In the end, who will have custody of 1-year-old baby Mei Ling? Whatever the judge's ruling will definitely impact all of the families in Shaker Heights. I thoroughly enjoyed this book, Little Fires Everywhere. I rated it 5 stars. I was drawn into this book because of the intense, thought-provoking theme of motherhood was definitely a hook for me, as I still have teenagers under my roof. If you haven't read this book and you love adult fiction, definitely put it on your TBR list. I highly recommend it. If you have read it, drop me a line below and tell me which character had the most impact on you and why. I'd love to chat. Drop a line below. Just a quick note, there could be, for some readers, some potentially offending content. Definitely with teenagers, we're dealing with premarital sex issues, abortion, and then obviously with the court case, we're dealing with racism. The biggest surprise for me was in Mia's backstory when we learned about what exactly took place in college and how she became a mother herself. I was definitely expecting something different given her bohemian lifestyle. I was captivated by Mia's art. She saw life through her eyes and then the lens of her camera, and then she took the photographs and created art how she saw it. I really appreciated the attention to detail that the author had for the court case. I was able to picture myself in the courtroom listening to the rapid fire questioning of the attorneys. The information was provided in such a way that I could see how any reader could be empathetic to either side. I, the reader, was more empathetic to one side than the other. The biggest appeal for me was the theme of motherhood. I got to watch the varying relationships between mother and daughter throughout this book. The ending for me was full of twists and turns. Celeste Ng knocked it out of the ballpark. I was not able to put the book down in the last 150 pages. I was hooked. I had to find out what was going to happen, especially with all of the information that Mrs. Richardson dug up on Mia and Pearl. When Mrs. Richardson confronts Mia and throws everything of her past in her face, I was really expecting Mia to come back and let her have it. True to her art, Mia left her feelings and her explanations on the kitchen table in an envelope. Her artwork spoke for itself. Mia got the last word. When it came to Mrs. Richardson's white privilege persona, she just left it right there in black and white. Remember to smash that like button below and subscribe. If you need a quick spring read, this is definitely one that I would recommend. Celeste Ng, Little Fires Everywhere. Now I'm ready to watch the Hulu series by the same title. Will I find out? Will Lexi's deceit on her college application be found out? And if so, what will happen to her? Until my next video, folks, happy reading.